All right, let's start off with personal information and stuff like that. Date of birth.
2/2/28.
2/2/28. And you were born in Paris?
In Paris, yes.
Now, do you remember the street that you were born?
Rue du Faubourg Saint-Martin. Avenue Faubourg Saint-Honoré. Okay. Rue is R-U-E.
Yeah, Rue I know. Okay, that means street.
Faubourg.
Spell that one.
F-A-U-B-O-U-R-G.
B-O... Oh, okay.
Faubourg Saint-Honoré. Saint, like a saint.
Yep.
Honoré. H-O-N-O-R-E with the accent on top.
Okay. What was your father's name?
Jean. It's Jean in English.
Yep. And your mother's name?
Gabrielle. Marie-Gabrielle.
2 L's or 1?
1 L.
Okay. And what was the last name, the maiden name?
Ringeval. R-I-N-G-E-V-A-L.
R-I-N-G-E-V-A-L. Okay. And your parents were always from Paris?
Oh, they were born, they were Parisian. We have no Mangros.
Okay. All right. You were only child, right?
Yes.
Okay. What was your father's occupation?
He was a plumber.
Okay.
Then when I was 11 years old is when the war started.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really, and then my parents divorced. So
You didn't have much of a childhood?
No.
When did your parents divorce?
Oh, I was, I think I was 10 years old when they separated, yeah.
So that was just before the war?
Yeah.
Was your father in the military?
Oh, yeah.
At that time, when they got divorced?
Yes. No, before. He got, after he was in the military, when I was 11 years old, because he was a prisoner of war, too.
Okay.
So.
All right, so your father was, they got divorced when you were 11 years old, but that would have been like 39. That would have been before the war started.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I assume he was drafted. Do you remember how old he was when he was drafted?
Oh, in those, we didn't have too much. Let's see what. I really can't. He had to be in his. Oh, let's see. If I was 11 years old, he was. He was close to his 40. When you think of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was older. He was in his older 20s when you were born.
Oh yes. Wait,
was he and your mother close in age?
No, my mother was a year older than him.
Your mother was a year older.
Than him, yeah. Well,
Okay.
if she lay on a paper there, I don't mind too much.
Okay. Any other childhood memories before the war started?
Well, then I took dancing, ballet, and. I was pretty good at it too. And I was so good that because it was expensive for my mother, I started to teach the younger one. So I had a little job. And I was only, 12 years old by then.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Where did your mother work?
She was she works for Chanel, the designer.
Okay.
She was a terrific seamstress.
Friends before the war started. School friends? Did you have just like a group of friends?
Well, I went to Catholic school and it was so strict in those days. I mean, it's still strict now, but I really had I got more friends after when I moved, when we went to live in another, after my parents' divorce. Then I had that little Jewish girlfriend, because we were in a Jewish neighborhood. But there, I didn't have that many friends. And who would come on the 7th floor to play with me? Yeah,
exactly. So you went to a Catholic school. Do you remember how many kids were in your Catholic school class? Do you remember?
Not too many. I think maybe 15.
Okay.
Rue de la Ville-l'Évêque, I remember.
All girl?
Oh, yeah.
So then your parents got divorced. So you figure they got divorced in 39?
Yeah.
And then you moved?
We moved, yeah.
Where did you move to?
Faubourg Saint-Martin.
Okay, F-A-U-B-O-U-R-G?
Yeah.
And there was?
Saint-Martin.
Oh, okay. What does the Faubourg mean?
It's a bigger street than a rue.
Okay. Gotcha. Martin, M-A-R-T-I-N?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you said you moved to a Jewish neighborhood?
Yeah, it was, where they sold furs and already prêt-à-porter, what they call prêt-à-porter, that's clothes like you buy, in the store here. Because most neighborhood had their little dressmaker, custom made by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't go and buy like you buy
Right.
here. And so this tout-à-porter means that you could go and buy, that's the Jewish people who started that.
Now, I know there was issues with the treatment of the Jews in France in the late
God.
1800s. How was it before the Germans came? And when you moved there, how was the treatment of the Jews? Was it okay
It was
then?
okay. I didn't see, well, you're young, 11
Yeah.
years old. You don't see all that.
There was no issue. You said your best friend was a Jewish girl?
Oh, yeah,
Do you remember her name?
Rose. Her name was Rose, her first name. I don't know her last name. Poor thing.
And I assume she was probably sent to a concentration
God,
camp.
yes, the whole family, yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later on. All right. Before all this starts, okay, so Hitler's in power, 33, Germany's starting to gain strength, Treaty of Versailles, all that stuff, Germans angry. Was there any animosity towards the Germans in France before any of this started?
Oh, no.
So everything was fine? You didn't even really think about them as a kid?
As a kid, no, absolutely not.
What's your earliest memory of that there might be trouble?
It's when the war started in 39, and then they said they were going to come and rape all the women and everything.
Who said that?
Well,
It's
rumors.
just rumors around the neighborhood?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. And so my mother said, well, let's get out of Paris. So this when we did Exodus, and I walked from Paris to pass the center of France.
Hold on one second before you go into that. Did all this come like really quickly, or was
Yes.
it gradually?
No, it came pretty quickly, and really the thing Maginot was good for nothing. We were supposed to stop
Yeah.
with
The Maginot Line?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know. France was almost geared for like another World War I type of war, and then the Germans went right through that.
Oh.
All right, so everything came real quickly. So then you and your mother decided to take off.
Yes.
Before you took off, did you notice anybody else coming through, like any Belgians or anything like that?
We met a lot of people on the road.
When you were on the road?
When we were on the road.
Beforehand, you didn't see?
No,
Okay.
no, just when we were on the road.
All right. What did your mother tell you?
Well, my mother told me to get the hell out.
Okay, so she didn't go deeper than that. And
No.
you're 12 years old at this time?
I was 11, not quite 12 yet.
Do you remember what month this was when you left?
I think it was in the summer.
Do you remember it being really hot?
Well, it's so long ago.
June of 40 possibly? Or do you think it was before that?
No, I think it was around this in the summer. We were fine, even that we had to carry our suitcase, and then our shoes started to go because we walked so much.
Hang on one second. Before we get into that, you said you were 11. You would have been 11 in 39, the summer of 39.
Yeah.
So it was 39 when you left?
Yes.
You left even before the regular exodus out of Paris.
Yes, before. So.
Okay, you left even earlier. Okay.
We know that they were coming. It was so fast. The war started in 39, and they came so fast. They took Poland and then France. Because they took Poland first. Poland fell.
Okay. Get on your phone and look up the date when when Poland fell.
Yeah. I think it was in early 39. Or you're going to ask Miss, what's her name?
I actually think it's going to be 40.
Mm-mm.
You're positive it's 1939. Okay.
When did Poland fall to Germany?
Yeah.
September 1st, 1939 to October 6th, 1939.
Okay. Say those September to October of 39. So that September of October 39 it fell.
Then we got out.
Right when Poland fell. So you're talking late fall.
Yeah, late fall.
Okay, all right. 1939 you left. So you were one of the first people to leave then.
Oh, yeah.
Was there a lot of people leaving with you?
Oh, yes. Yes. And then we had the wonderful Italians is why I couldn't stand the Italian for a long time, would join Hitler, and he would come with the little plane to kill you on the road.
They strafing. Look this up. When did Germany invade France? They came to Paris in June of 40, I think it was.
I think it was in 40, isn't it?
So this was even before that, when the Italian planes were in France.
Oh my God, yes. Well, when I don't know exactly the date, but I know those were Italians, little fighter plane who used to come and kill you on the road.
No kidding.
That's why I told Angelo I didn't know he was Italian descent, because I hate them more than the German.
May 10th to June 25th, 1940.
Okay, so May to June is when the Germans invaded.
Mm-hmm.
So
we got the hell out before that.
You were before that, and there were still Italian planes in France before that.
Well, no, when they joined Hitler, so that would be in the 40s then.
Okay, all
so
right.
maybe in the 40s, then we start to get out.
That
See,
sounds
it's a
right.
long time ago.
Yeah, I understand.
Really.
I think it was the 1940s when you went out.
Yeah.
I think it was early 1940s.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say I think you were 12 years old when it happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that makes more sense. Because I don't think there was Italian fighter planes in France in 1939.
No, because is when Mussolini joined Hitler.
Yep.
But like I said, I was so young. It's
Yeah.
long time history.
Do you remember anything about the phony war?
What's that?
They kept waiting for Germany to come, and Germany wasn't coming. Germany wasn't attacking. Do you remember that at all? You might have been too young to even think of it. You probably just remember when Germany came.
Yeah, oh my God, yes.
And that was May 1940?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think, all right, so it sounds like you left, and you said the summer of so in the summertime?
So, yeah.
I bet you...
It was warm because I remember we slept on the side of the road, and we were not really cold.
Okay. All right, I'm going to get back to that part too. All right, so let's say 1940 you were leaving, summer. Do you know where you were going? Did your mother tell you where you were going?
No, we kept on going, and then we finally end up in Pass Limoges.
Can you spell that?
Limoges, like the China, Limoges, Limoges.
Okay.
And the name was Saint-Junien, the little town that we stopped.
Okay, how you spell that?
Like,
the last part.
Like Julien.
Like what?
Like Julien,
J-U-L-I-E-N.
J-U-L-I-E-N, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Ended up in Saint-Julien. Okay. So you were surrounded by a lot of people. A lot of people were walking with you. Were you walking together as like a group?
Like a group until somebody got killed. And I remember because it was so shocking because they used to go with the machine gun. That woman lost her little boy.
From the planes.
From the
Italian
he
planes.
chopped that baby in pieces, and that was terrible.
Did you witness that?
Yes.
How far away were you from that?
Close enough to see that she emptied her suitcase and put the body part in the suitcase to bury him.
And then she buried him right there?
Yeah.
What was her reaction? Was she mortified or was it...
Well, you're in shock, I guess.
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, I was in shock to see.
Did your mother try to protect you from it, or was there no way to protect you?
Well, she used to protect me every time, and then we got split.
Okay, let's go, before you get split, we're going to talk about that in a little bit too, but let's go back to, all right, you're walking with a whole bunch of people, and you were walking the entire time. You had no bicycle, you had no car?
Oh, no, and we had no more shoes because we had to...
Did you wear comfortable shoes going, or?
Yeah, but...
They were comfortable, so at least you wore the right pair of shoes, but they wore out. What did your mother tell you to take with you?
Oh, I think she took stuff for me. I was too young to...
Was it just the basics?
Change of clothes, and not too much because we had to carry our suitcase.
What did you do for food while you're walking?
Well, we ate a lot of wild stuff, and then if we could stop and buy some food, but food was scarce then.
And did you even have money to buy food?
Yeah, we had money.
Okay, so you did have money.
Yeah, but people didn't want to sell it.
Okay.
They knew it was coming, and they wanted to keep everything.
Mm-hmm. How did the towns react when you went through these towns, when a whole bunch of people went through these towns?
They were pretty good. They knew that we were, getting away. So, yeah, they were not bad. Just like I say, our feet started to hurt because We had to put just rag around our feet. We had no more shoes.
Okay.
They wore off.
Now, when you were walking, how often did you see the planes flying by you, the Italian planes shooting at you? Was that a one-time thing, or did that
Oh
happen?
no, they used to come, and so we used to run on the side, try to hide in woods if we were by woods, but they were nasty.
So whenever you heard the planes, everybody
We
just
get the
everybody
hell
just
out
took off.
fast, yes.
Do you know how many people were walking in your group, or
Maybe 20 or more, I don't know.
and was it just just the 20 of you by yourself, or was it a part of a much larger
Then
thing?
it was some more in the back, I
Okay.
mean, that was the Exodus. You see people walking, like you see them now, it's where my heart is with them at time.
Yeah.
When they're fleeing,
Yeah.
We went through that.
Yeah, exactly. Did any cars go by you? Were people driving cars or bicycles?
Well, maybe, but
Okay.
they wouldn't take us, that's
Okay.
for sure.
Did you try to ask for rides? Or?
I don't remember, no.
Okay, and you don't remember if your mother tried to give you to somebody in a car saying, "Get my daughter out of here"? Or?
No.